Hi, I'm Turk Strongman, current resident at Mind Voltage Institute. Thank you for selecting this video on reincarnation. Is it real? And what might the moon have to do with anything? Before I continue, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, now's your chance. Go ahead and do that right now. At the same time, activate the notification bell feature to be apprised of the new uploads here at Mind Voltage. Immediately below your media player window, you'll see the thumb up icon. Go ahead and click on that to instantly and easily share the joy of this channel with others. And just below that in the video description area, please make note of the donation by PayPal information. Probably one of the most significant considerations to entertain throughout life is what is the deal with reincarnation? Now, I don't mean just the old is it true, isn't it true thing. You know, like, well, it was in the Bible at some points, and then the verses were taken out. You know, that difference. I'm not talking about that question. I'm talking about something much more significant. As such, is it real? Just the general question before slicing it up a little bit, breaking it down into its component parts. Is it something that actually happens, or isn't it? That's the simple question. The big yes or no. Fine. Right. But let's say now that it does actually happen. Okay. Now we ask, well, does it actually happen naturally? Or is some kind of programmed, intentional, man-made, whatever, being created thing that takes place? In other words, it's disgenuine. If just happens naturally, a natural event in the cosmos, making it actually happen, is it that? If that's what we call genuine, then, or is it disgenuine? Not natural. If it's not natural, but it actually happens, in other words, it's real, are there any conditions or whereabouts in the cosmos where it works otherwise, in other words, naturally too? Or what if it is not actually supposed to happen, but it's kind of like a trap? Those are all the questions that follow the answer to the first one. In other words, yes, it's real. It actually happens. Okay. What if, now we talk about, let's talk about AI, the influence of AI, transhumanism, and how about soul trap theory? Says that we get hoodwinked into coming back over and over. Well, we wouldn't have to. Some propose that the moon, take latest, the moon. the moon is a very odd thing, you know, in the sky. And what if it's involved in this whole thing? It shouldn't be there like that, the moon. I'm looking out there. Right there. The moon. La Luna. It seems to be rather hollow, for one thing. Rings like a bell. If you smack it really hard, which has been done for like an hour, it resonates. Right? It's not. It shouldn't appear like it does. Either that, or it should appear like it does, but then all the explanations for its existence there are incorrect. You can't have both. It's proposed that we're tricked by forces, sort of like being forces. Force beings. Some call the archons, whatever. All right. We're kind of just very subtly kept in the state of mind where we constantly forget who we really are. And what we end up with is one, false ego after another through one incarnation after the to the next, What if there is a way through that so that won't happen? I mean, who wants to be stuck in that? Because this is a return with a wiped memory, a fresh start, like a reset or a reboot has happened. You've been rebooted. You're ignorant of where you're at, you're ignorant of where you came from, you're ignorant of whatever, and you're here again with all the trials and tribulations and hardships and challenges and suffering and labor and low energy and kind of like a really dim frequency of operation. Just dim, man. Like half asleep, really. Not that aware, because at the moment of the so-called death thing, right, which could be part of an illusion created by AI too, right? Hey, look, you see where I'm going with this? It's a big damn question. And I'm just running out of time right now to even lay it out. Now the question is now, that we're leading up to, here's the question in a nutshell. Well, what do you do about that? Can something be done? What can be done? My wife said, what can be done? Oh man, that's our favorite line from the movie. What, 300?
Yeah.
Starring who?
I forget.
Okay, never mind. 300. It's a really cool movie about the Spartans. 300. Okay, so is there something that can be done? And the answer is, for any. You see, we want to know not just what if something, if it goes, if the answer to the reincarnation questions indicate. Yeah, it happens, and it's natural. But it doesn't happen all the time, or whatever. All right. It happens, but it's not genuine, and it is a trick, and it does involve the moon. And okay, you want across the board, you want an answer to this question: what can be done to serve as a solution for any of those questions? Actualities. You want to meet all circumstances. One fell swoop. One way works every time. All right. Yes, there is that. Now, I'm running in and out of time. I think. Let me get my glasses. Spooky music out here. I'll tell you, with the full moon, I don't even know where that's going. Hey. Sitting here right by the woods. Man, that's real. Listen. What the heck is that? Okay, I'm at... That's eerie. Oh, okay, I'm at 11 minutes, so... Yeah, I gotta go now. What you have to do here? You want to know the answer? Then you have to figure it out from this channel, because it's here. Over and over, it's here. You have to become aware of the situation, whatever it is. Accept all of them as possible. And act as though they're all actual. You just don't know which parts of it. It's all just variations of one big picture. You probably, you know, that they all be factual at the same time, all those variations. I don't know, maybe in some way. But it doesn't matter, you know. You want to know what to do no matter what actually occurs among those possibilities. All right? And the answer is you have to claim your sovereignty, and you need to be aware of what is probably happening, especially at the moment you die. In other words, there's no passing away from mortal consciousness or from consciousness at the moment of death. In other words, like being aware that you're dreaming when you're dreaming. You know, having that awareness, but this is like dying. Being aware, because you have to be very careful right then what you do. If you forget, hey, that you were going to remain aware at this moment, and now you're at this moment, and that you forget, but you need to be aware that that could happen now. And what are you going to do about that now? You have to make a firm decision within yourself. And then it has a couple of phases to it. Establishment of your true selfhood and realization of your true selfhood as laid out here on this channel. Definition and in method. Theory and practice is one essential. Awareness of the whole situation and being conscious of it and aware of it as it's happening is another. And your declaration of your sovereignty falling under no such mandates. It's you. Run by you. Now that's the third requirement. Now, what it takes right now to make sure those are always moving in a constructively evolving direction from now on in your life. There are more things to consider in number than just 3. Yes, because several actions or methods of action will work together to bring about each of those 3. Okay? But that's only here in this channel. That's all I have to say. I hope you got the importance of the question, because if you're a thinker, sooner or later, this question isn't going to bother you. And you're going to want to know an answer. You're going to want to figure it out. You're going to get the idea that you ought to be able to figure this out. There ought to be something to figure out about it. What is it? How do you think about it? Well, that's why I made this video for you. Because I thought about it. All right, now, listen. If If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, now's your chance. Go ahead and do it right now. That way, you can also, at the same time, activate the notification bell feature and be apprised of our new uploads. Give this video a thumb up to instantly and easily share the joy of this channel with others, and by all means, make note of the donation by PayPal information in the video description area, and why not donate? It'd be greatly appreciated and wisely used. I'm Terry Strong, current resident at Mind Voters Institute. Be well.